accounting and bookkeeping. We had a shipping guy in the back and one other salesman. I knew things weren't very good, but I didn't think they were that bad. I already had a full-time job as a secretary. I liked my boss, my health benefits, vacation time, and the perks of a 25-person office that celebrated birthdays and made you feel special. Why would I want to leave all that? I don't think working together is a good idea, I said. I haven't heard of very many marriages that work out when the couple is together 24/7. But I need you there. That doesn't mean it would be good for us. What about our relationship? We could resolve to make it work. Let's think about this, I said, trying to buy some time to get my emotions and thoughts in order. I'm going upstairs to make the bed. I almost ran up the steps and into our bedroom. I walked over to the mirror and started brushing my hair. Thoughts barreled one over the other. Was I crazy to even consider this? We'd be in each other's faces with problems and questions and financial issues and phone calls. And what about setting boundaries like going home at a decent hour? I could see us working 12 or 14-hour days. Would I have to go in early like he does? I like getting into the office at 9 and leaving at 5. I set down the hairbrush, walked over to the bed, and yanked up the sheet. Even with the best of intentions and resolutions, there's no way this would ever work. I threw the pillows toward the head of the bed and then pulled the comforter up with such force it flew halfway to the top. He's got some nerve to ask me to do such a thing. The rest of the day, neither one of us broached the subject, but on Sunday night he brought it up again. So, did you think about it? I did. And I still don't like the idea. The next morning I went into work and over a cup of coffee told a few close girlfriends about my dilemma. You're crazy. If I ever worked with my husband, I'd kill him, said one. Don't do it. It'll be the death of your marriage, said another. I can't get through a weekend without having some kind of argument with my spouse, said the receptionist when she came in and filled her cup. I like it just fine when we both go our separate ways on Monday. They were right. There were pitfalls in the plan. Financially, it made sense, but I couldn't shake the feeling that our marriage would be in trouble. Honey, I said when we both were home that night, I've given it a lot of thought. And? I'm worried you'll holler at me when things go wrong, and I'll get all over your case about things you don't do right. Then let's make a division of labor. You handle all the office stuff, and I'll handle the sales and shipping. I make the decisions in the front. Yup. And I'll do all the work in the back. That might be good, I whispered, but something nagged at me. What are you thinking? My husband said. That our marriage is more important than work. Our relationship comes first. I totally agree. I'll tell you what, if it doesn't work out, you can quit. I can quit? Resolve to give it 6 months. If you don't like it, leave. My mind started spinning. I wondered if they'd take me back at my old job if I left. If we let the 2 office girls go, and I did the work for 6 months, who would do it if I quit? Somehow, though, just the thought of being able to get out if I wanted to felt good. Well, that's something to consider. But it's not about the work, it's about us. If it isn't working for our marriage, then I'll leave because our relationship is the most important thing. Deal. For real? I questioned. For real. At 6 months and every 6 months after that, if you stay, we'll sit down and talk. We'll discuss what's working and what isn't, how you like the hours, the job itself, and how you like working with me and me with you. You may think I'm a pain in the butt to work with. Maybe. We'll both have an out, okay? Okay. The next Monday, he gave the girls their 2-week notice, and I gave mine. My boss begged and pleaded for me to stay, but how could he argue against my reason for leaving? With strong resolve, but some trepidation, I began my new job. Some of the work I was used to. Over the years, I had come in on various weekends with my husband and cleaned up things that needed to be done. What I wasn't used to was how my husband maintained his office. I was a neat freak. He wasn't.